Hello guys and welcome back to the second round of Tropico 6 introduction. Um, I think we finished off last time with building this farming area here and and now we're on our way to progress onto the next age or era. Let's see, what's the status? We have 25,000 cash, that's pretty solid. Approval rate is not bad, and we have already added 100 new people to our population. Let's take stock. We have no shacks here anymore. People live in the bunkhouses, which is nice. That should improve their living quality. What we've seen here, as you can see, they created here in that corner new shacks. That's part of the dynamic housing system here in Tropico 6. Basically, the people want to live close by where they work. So instead of kind of setting up shop here and, walking from here all the distance over here to go work here in the farming area, they just decide to create their shacks here. That's So, how do we deal with this? Is pretty easy. We offer them housing that's close by, and by that we'll increase their living quality of life. Very important. All right, let's go there first and build a couple of bunkhouses. I don't want to be too distributed. The thing is, the farther you spread out your housing, you need to offer it, a church or all these service and utility buildings. They only have a certain reach where they can be, where they are effective. So if I don't cluster my housing, I will have to add for each little place where I have houses, I need to cover like things like entertainment, healthcare, food, and so on and so forth. So I'd rather, instead of like spreading out all over the place, I'll try to keep things as close by as possible. So instead of opening up here a new living area, what I tried to put it a little bit closer to my palace, saying that I want to have this area here roughly as my housing area. So I think I'll just add a road here. Always have roads available. And then I'll add a couple of houses here and hope that I can kind of convince these people to move into the houses over there. Alright, bunkhouse. We can switch them around. It's pretty nice. You can just also change the kind of house you have, the coloring. So let's put a blue one here. Actually, build multiple. Let's do a block here. Because we're going to, as I explained in my last video, we're also going to have our rum distilleries here eventually, so the people need to work there as well, so I think this is a good location to build our houses. Alright, and another thing that came to mind, right now we only have one Teamster's office. So ideally you will say that for such a cluster here we want to have at least 3 to 4 Teamsters to carry around the goods you're producing. So I'll need to buy a couple of more Teamsters, but I think if I remember correctly, I don't have many unemployed citizens here. So, well, I guess it's still okay. It's just I can kind of people will be drawn to your island if you have more open jobs available. So there's a certain pull effect in there. So let me, where were the Teamsters? Here's the Teamsters office. So again, I'm going to play the Teamsters over here. Like I said, here's the distilleries. They will need them. We have housing here fresh. So I'll just put 2 more Teamsters for the time being here. And then I'm going to close here the road so they can have can get fast and easy access to this area as well. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's progress the time a little bit and enjoy the show. So there's our pirate ship going out, going for the rescue mission, if I remember correctly, from our pirate cove. Can we upgrade it? No, not yet. All right. Yeah. So we have religion. Help first, preach later. We have entertainment. Let's see what our people say about their living standard. The overall happiness is at 39, which is pretty low. Healthcare, of course, is the lowest right now because we don't have any hospitals, and at the same time, fun and healthcare are pretty low as well. Housing is pretty good actually, compared to the other stuff at least. No shacks anymore. That makes a difference. All right, let's see, healthcare and faith. So incidentally, healthcare and faith are provided in that, at least in this area, by the same thing, chapels. So we're going to build another chapel as well, and hopefully raise their happiness in that area as well, to educate. Alright, we have our block here, so I think I'm going to put it here. There we go. And progress the time. Or did I just stop it? Yeah. Quite busy here in our little township. Pretty well populated. Liquid melancholy, all you can drink. You see, there are always different work modes you can have in the buildings, and they have different effects. I think I explained that in the previous video. Right now I think it's good to have it at the average setting here. There are a couple of things we still need to build. A grocery, for example, will help people get fat. But right now, the thing is, the people, they don't have a grocery store. What they do is...
More, Governor, more.
Sorry.
Always more.
Crown demand.
Hop to it. The crown demands.
Yeah, the crown demands. You shall get that, my friend. What was I saying? Right. I'm not building a grocery right now because how the system works is these people are going to the farms directly to get their food right now. I could forbid actually, or let's say where's this one? I could forbid local consumption by taking away that checkbox here, so they wouldn't be able, all what they produce here would go for export, but we need to feed people, so I'm allowing them to get their food here and save the money and the for the grocery here. So military, there's also military here in this game, and actually you will need the military eventually to fend off pirates, and if you kind of get bad rep with one of the factions, they tend to invade you as well. So you always want to be on good terms with everyone, but sometimes can't be helped, and pirates are not reasonable at all, as we know. Har, har, har. Alright, there's money coming. Let's see how much we're going to sell. Yeah, 10,000 roundabout, $9,000. That's not bad. Alright. So there's already our new Teamsters. We still have the shacks over here. I guess lazy people don't want to walk that distance. What's it here? That's full. It's full already. This is full. It's all full here. I guess people have left these houses now. No. This one is empty now. So they moved. Basically, that one opened up here, and they moved from here over there. So this is empty now. That doesn't matter. Eventually, we're going to add new service buildings here and people will move in here again. Alright. Tavern, they want a tavern again, and let's give it to them. They need entertainment. I'd build it right next to the church. Appropriate, isn't it? Or shall we put it here? Might put it here. And then we're going to fulfill the revolutionary demand and get a couple more revolutionary immigrants, which we need to get independent from the crown eventually. Got the term left of 4 years and 7 months. More than enough. That sign indicates that nobody's working here yet. That's related to the fact that I don't have people who have high school education right now. How this works is you have various levels of education. Can educate your people with schools and universities eventually, but most immigrants are coming in are uneducated, at least in this era. So since I don't have any schools or universities, I'm dependent on immigrants to fill up the vacancies. But that's working out pretty well actually. So I'm not too worried about that I can't fill these 2 workers. So education or high school. Of course, people who don't have that level of education can't fill in these spots. A little church. Graves. Pretty picturesque, isn't it? Sounded a little bit morbid. Well. I've stopped it here. Where are you going? Pablo, where are you going? You're poor. From Spain. 16. You were 16? Or older, man. Workplace tavern. Okay, yeah. It looks like he's working in a tavern here. Home is a bunkhouse. Maybe get a new job over here at the tavern that opens up in a minute. There we are. And there's the uneducated people and Bukowski. Where are you from? Yeah. So it's filling up really quickly. Very good. Finally some better weather here. Sunshine. It's always sunshine in Tropico. Oh, there. Demand completed.
Our revolution
Wonderful.
is as yet only marginally glorious, but with your continued support, Governor, the people will make it shine.
Yes, they will make it shine. 10 revolutionary immigrants here. Let's quickly look how that's working actually right now for us. How many revolutionaries we have? Oh, look, pretty good. Have a good faction standing with the revolutionaries. The crown loves us as well, so no threat of invasion over there. That's very good. Let me see what we need to do. Relations, politics, where can I see it? Ah, there. So, we have a high approval rating and we just need to import more revolutionaries. We can also build another, let's see. Let's offer a library as well. Fits very well in here. Let's put it here. That will generate some education points. I forgot about that. For research points generate for us. 6,000. Cash is running low. Let's see how much we get this round. 24,000. Yep, I would say our farms are running well. Do we have any unemployed citizens here? 13 vacant jobs. I guess we need to wait and see how many. 6 immigrants. And we fulfilled the trade route very well. So we have any more rum. Yeah, we're not producing rum yet. I'll need to build the distillery first. Let me export some coffee here.
Well, you did the right thing, which
I
is
know.
whatever the crown says it is. Cream tea?
You snob. Yeah, extend the mandate by 18 months. There we go, our pirate ship is coming back as well. I hope they made a good catch of castaways. So looking like bananas, nothing on stock. That means it's a good thing, a good sign if they don't have stock here. That means it's being picked up regularly. I would be more worried if the stock is piling up and nobody's coming to catch it. That's okay. That's all good. Pretty happy about that. Seems to be working. Okay, we got cash. Look at that. We have more shacks here. I think we need to build more housing.
Your genius is undeniable, Presidente, but would you consider an idea from your humble penultimo?
Ah, of course, Penultimo. Who would I be without you? Alright, let's build some shacks that actually fits very well with our plan. Build more shacks. More housing. Let's build a couple of country houses as well. They can be upgraded to regular houses eventually, and will then offer a higher, a better level of housing quality. Actually, I'm going to build right here at the palace another road. Zack. There we go. Put a couple of country houses here. Okay, and bunk houses. And now I'm going to build the rum distillery here, actually. We have lots of cash here, so I think I give it a little space here, right here. And now we are going to build, as I already kind of said in our previous video, I'm going to build a couple more. We need sugar production going. Lots of sugar, excuse me, sugar plantations to feed our distilleries. So as you can see, green fields. So I'm going to build my sugar production over here actually. So this area. But previously, like in the last video, I think I'll try something different because as you can see right now, I didn't really place these ranches very well. As you can see the radius there, I want these cattle ranches to offer their 10% bonus to my plantations. But right now, this is only giving its bonus here and even that one only to that farm. So I need to place these a little bit smarter this time around so I can make better effect of that 10% bonus. So what I will try out right now, and I'm not sure if it's always a little bit fiddly. So I'm going to build 2 ranches and try to place them kind of centrally. Let's see, I'll put this here, one here, and another one back to back, so to speak. Let's see if I build a house there. I need first build a couple of plantations so I can get my bearings. Sugar, please, sugar. So I have this one here and one right next to it. And we build a road. So now we know this is the minimum size of field we need, so I need to leave one space here for my other farm. Sorry, I got lost. Ranch there. Cattle ranch. I'm ignoring all the other ranch types right now in this area. It's just I'm going to maximize my cash right now. And for that I don't need the other resources right now. I'm going to do that in later stages of the game. Alright, now I just want to get my cash flow going. So this... I made a mistake again. Well, there we are. I'll stay right away. Give it a second here. I need actually 2 space here. Not just 1. Still running, yeah. Okay. So, and this one and here, this should work. Sugar. So, basically back to back. They're still in the radius here, as we can see. There we go. And then we'll build another road. That was a little bit too far, not the whole road, man. Okay, let's do it like this. There we go. Can be a little bit fiddly at times. So the next one, stand it here. So that's the first one, and then I'll build another couple of farms right in front of it, and hopefully then we'll have plantations. I always say farm, it's plantations. Sugar. So you see, as you can see, the blue circle will still be in range. I'm going to build 3 farms right in front of the whole thing here. 1, 2, 3 here. And this should be still in here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more. 2 more. I can actually. I hope this is in at least it. No, this one here. Yeah, I think this one needs to be here. What I'm currently considering is how I think I can't get 2 more. Put it in here. There. Alright. Okay, that's lots of stuff to do with for our Teamsters. Oh, I think I've spent a little bit too much cash. But no worries. Next Friday we'll come in, and actually we'll get also cash support from the crown regularly if we fall into the minus. There we are. Like I said, crown sends 4 and 8. So it's not a catastrophe if you drop into the minus for. It's an investment, so to speak, what we're doing here. So we have a library. Wonderful. That means we should get research points. Yes, there we are. Very slowly but surely. Too bad I forgot that. Alright, raids. Yeah, we need more people. There's too many. So how that works is they collect raid points over time, and then you can send them on a raid, and if you collect enough points. So a ship should set sail in a minute again. There we are.
Governor, the people have a request, but for safety reasons, it is a secret request.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, we have a corn farm, so it's just a matter of time waiting. That's an easy
Loyal
request here.
Penultimo is speechless. Only the political majesty of his beloved Presidente stills Penultimo's tongue this way.
Yeah, I know, I'm great. I could get more guards, but right now I am Actually, we have 22 unemployed citizens, so where do they come from? No worries, they'll have jobs very soon. On my plantations. And this is quite a distance, so actually I'm going to build up even more housing over here. Let's go like this. There we are. Cash flow is doing good. Need to set the farms here in a minute to the right setting. As soon as they are built. So multiculture, we know that already. Same here, multiculture. This one, I'll get a manure
It's nice to have choices, isn't it? Choices like continue as governor or begin a new career in manual labor.
Actually, I'm not too fond to build a coconut harvester right now. I just say accept and let it run out. So, now we have our rum distillery. Now we're going to do the dunder still. I have no idea what a dunder still is. Maybe somebody can explain to me what a dunder still is. But I've bought it. And now we'll consume 25% less sugar, which is quite well because usually the ratio for one rum distillery to a sugar farm is 2 to 1. So 2 sugar farms should supply one rum distillery on top of my head. And our sugar farm is running at close to 100%. So yeah, that should run only now on 75% efficiency roundabout. Well, much better soon because we have new farms here. Okay. Kind of slow going because our construction companies are over here. So actually, I'm out of cash right now. I need to wait for the next freighter. Pasture prohibition. Fertilizer before we forget that. There's our next plantation, going multiculture. This one, there's mono, also multi. This one's ready. Multiculture.
Viva la revolution! Together, Governor Ju, I, and the people will turn everything around.
Yeah. Go, go, go. More immigrants. Revolutionary immigrants. Alright. Monoculture, multiculture. Multiculture is the next farm going. Then we should be producing lots of sugar. Next trade route is ready. That was coffee, I think I was exporting. Coffee. Let's have a contract here. Alright.
Nice weather.
As soon as I got cash, I'm going to provide some housing here and entertainment and all of the stuff we need to get keep our farmers happy. So one important thing I've forgotten is to set the budget on high here. So as you can see, now I've placed my farms better. It will take up more space here, But yeah, everything is in range. This is still set to monoculture, now it's multiculture as well. I think I haven't forgotten anything yet. That's looking good. Alright, sugar is going. Yeah, we got some money there, 10,000 for the freighter. We'll use that money right away to build another one distillery. Bam. And more housing. I think we're broke. I'm not sure where the limit is. I think it was depending on the age. 25,000 and 50,000 minus or something like that. We'll see if this game ends me right now because I've gone broke, then apologies in advance. So, we've got our farms running here. And I think we shouldn't have any unemployed citizens anymore. Nope. All good. Actually, we are missing 40 people. And we're missing something else. We are missing Teamsters. I need to build those as well. Because, yeah. Foreign aid from the ground. Thank you. Yeah, we need to transport the goods. And with only 2 Teamsters, or rather 3 Teamsters, that's way too few. Basically, I think I'll need at least 3 more Teamsters here. I'm going to put them here. Here's some more housing, but all in due time. Look at that, we're at 250 population, people coming in streams. We're a popular island. Let's see if I can no, not a second shift yet. Raid complete. More people for the island. Very good. Let's send them right away to another raid, and this time I'm not going to set them on rescue many. Going to send them maybe on the treasure hunt. I'll still need people. Need to grow. Need to grow my population. Need workers. Busy hands. Look here, all the shacks have gone up over here. I need to provide some housing soon.
Governor, the people have a request.
Again corn. You guys really
request.
love your corn, don't you? Look here. There, we rescued them from the ocean. Bam, there's my money. And 2 trade routes. So finally we have completed the rum trade route, and that's our money-making trade route. How do you pronounce that? Route. So we're going to produce rum in huge quantities. Some cocoa on the sides as well to keep the crown happy. We're on 4 years right now. I think I'm going to just abandon that, even if they hate me for it. But I rather want to have a trade road contract so I can push it over 5 years again here. Chimneys are smoking. Busy. Increase the productivity here. I need a dunner store as well, but I'm going to add that later on. First things first, I need housing, I need transportation and housing, so houses here. And I'll build some Teamsters. Teamsters office, and I'll set them here. Yeah, why not? We need a third one. And we're out of cash again. Spending too fast, too quickly. Oh well. Surely the crown will send some cash for me. More people's coming to our island, and they're headed first to the tavern. No. Oh, what was this guy? Okay, he's drunk. You need to sit down for a moment there.
So good to
Where's
see
that?
you.
He's a criminal. No. And a German one. Gosh, what's with these Germans here on the island? Okay. El sabor de Tropico. Whatever that means. Taste from Tropico or something like that. One of the Spanish people guys could tell me what that means actually. There's the next. Revenue isn't too great. Teamsters, come on, carry the stuff to the harbor. Eventually I might have to open up another harbor on this side, so my Teamsters don't have such a long way to sell their stuff. I think I'm going to do that next. So the idea is carrying all that stuff from the farms over here. Right now the distance is right about the same from the distilleries. From here to here, as if I would build a second harbor over here, distance would be roughly the same, I guess. Let's see how that works out. Otherwise, it's a little bit better. Bananas, tobacco, runs, still in the works. There we are. All right, at least. What did we actually fulfill? Cocoa. Cocoa. What do we sell next? Bananas. Well, actually, tobacco. Let's go with tobacco. I'll rather keep the food for my population instead of selling it. So, lots of homeless here. There's people living in shacks. I'm a petite.
Our revolution is as yet only marginally glorious, but with your continued support, Governor, the people will make it shine.
I'm going to support you all the way. So, what I'm thinking is maybe I'm going to close down this construction office over here, rather over here, this one, and instead build one here. Because I have the feeling that I'm rather going to expand more in this area and here, so I think it would be more efficient to have another dumpster here. But I need more distilleries eventually, so I need to leave some space for that as well. Let me see. Let me build a Teamster for a construction office first. Put it here, maybe. Put it here. And we don't have any cash, so I'll wait until it's built naturally in a normal way.
Excuse me, Elsport. I need a teensy tiny favor.
Oh yes, a teensy tiny favor. You should have that. Of course, my friend. You're my favor here. Oh, I'll do you a favor. Sure thing, buddy. Scrub my bag, I scrub yours. So, yeah, what I've forgotten is pirates. Eventually there will be a pirate attack, and I don't have a single soldier on my island. We need to change that as well eventually. We can build a fort and a guard tower. We don't have the blueprints yet, but fortunately they're not too expensive. A nice thing about the fort is also it will provide food and health service and stuff to people. So yeah, I think my next goal is to build some military fortifications so we don't stand naked if there should ever be a pirate raid. Nice little houses here. Pretty nice, isn't it? Look at the garden here, some vegetables, flowers, and fruits. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Look at the Teamsters, how they carry the stuff to the harbor. And 20,000. That's pretty nice, actually. It's just what we need. I think we all just have too many 36 vacancies. Let's see. There. I think I have. We'll get a couple of more people right now. We're already at 300. Population of 300. It's not too bad. Let's see how people feel about living on the island. Healthcare is really shitty. So, yeah. Let me... I forgot to change this. Actually, we need another church. Or chapel. Alright. More people for the island. And some cash. 30,000. I think our cash income has been increased. Just perfect. Wonderful. So we have another rum. We should never forget to run a rum contract here.
I must say I'm glad to be still working with you.
Yeah,
finding good help is so difficult these days.
Alright. Well, I'm going to extend my mandate, of course. And now, like I said, I'm going to start building a fort. It's expensive. But let's see. I'll build it right here. There's a good radius here. Where's the internal? Build it right here. Bam. So it's central, so the guards can get everywhere on the island. And I'll also build a couple of guard towers. Say, build one, I don't know, here. One. Usually they invade from the sea, so they'll come anywhere where there is a beach, land there, and start burning stuff to ashes. So, just putting stuff on a hunch here. Okay, there. And as I mentioned, we need even another chapel. You know. Look, both are full. Both provide here. Alright. Let's build that stuff first. Let's see what happens next. So we've got a couple of guard towers here, and hopefully that's enough to fend off any pesky pirates.
So Governor, that we have to pay a bribe to
Fish.
find out how much to pay in
That's
bribes.
actually a good idea, because I've totally forgotten about fish. Alright, let's build quickly there. Oh, look there, right in front of our noses. So we'll build a fishery, fish, right here. They need actually a road connection, so let's give it to them. There you go. And soon our people will be able to feast on all kinds of fish. Still lacking. Pretty good shape actually right now. 21 homeless families, that's not nice. So housing keeps to be a problem. Still a problem there. let's see how it's working here. We have sugar. The stock is filling up, meaning that we're producing more sugar than we can actually produce right now, which is logical because we have lots of sugar farms. So actually I can support more rum distilleries, meaning I can increase our cash base. So as soon as the next freighter comes in, brings some cash for us, I'm going to build another rum distillery. Alright, we're at 52 revolutionaries. Let me push that. I want to get into the next age. We can check something first. I think I can use this one. Yeah. I'll switch that to the independent. I should have done that earlier. A 25% chance to shift their political views towards revolutionary faction every time they rest. So that's very important actually, to push our independence values here. Revolutionaries. Right. Okay. Well, I think let's wait for the last freighter, and then I think I'm calling this a day, and we'll just produce a third video. And this is getting pretty long here, and I don't want to bore you too much. And I haven't learned yet how to split up videos into smaller chunks. I have to figure out that first. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this little let's play here, and I hope next time around we'll progress to the World War era. And then things will shake up a little bit. Alright. Come on. 30,000. That's a nice haul here for us. Working pretty good on our island here. Thank you. Ka-ching! And with that I think I can sleep well. Alright, second contract, let me quickly set that. Coffee. Alright. Okay, and with that I'm going to save.
I need
and see you next time. Bye bye.